are we going to get more updates on Frontiers of Pandora than just the DLCs? Well, it seems possible based on a certain tweet. Avatar Theory here, hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day. And we know Frontiers of Pandora recently got a hotfix update which fixed a bunch of small issues, but the game is still plagued with a lot of bugs and still needs a lot of ironing out, especially when it comes to questing, because many people are still experiencing game-breaking bugs to certain quests. Well, as we know, there will be 2 DLCs for Frontiers of Pandora, but we don't know the exact date yet. However, recently Christopher Waddell, who works in production at Ubisoft Massive, tweeted out the following, quote, "I am very excited to see the DLCs for Avatar release later this year, and I know the team have a lot planned in future content updates as well. I am, however, moving over to Star Wars Outlaws and will assist in the production side of things." End quote. Now, of course, Star Wars Outlaws is set to release later this year if it doesn't get delayed, and the game looks fantastic on itself based on the gameplay that I've seen. I am really excited to play that game, but on the first line, he does say he's very excited to see the DLCs for Avatar release later this year. Again, no official date yet to those DLCs, but in the second part of his sentence, he says, quote, "And I know the team have a lot planned in future content updates as well," end quote. So the fact that the team have a lot planned in future content updates makes me wonder, more curious, what these updates will be. Now, before Frontiers of Pandora released, I was hoping that we will have some sort of seasoned updates similarly to what Assassin's Creed Valhalla got. So for example, over the holidays, over Christmas, you got some certain themed activities in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and over the year you got a lot of free updates, because if you play Assassin's Creed Valhalla today, it is certainly not the same game, or almost not the same game that was released back in 2020. There was a lot added to the game, a lot of free updates, a lot of free outfits, a lot of free content added to the game. And I hope that Avatar Frontiers of Pandora will see the same. Now, of course, we've already passed the Christmas season and we didn't see any seasoned activities or any seasonal events. Now, of course, lore-wise, it wouldn't really make sense if your Na'vi has a Santa hat. But I do think since the game was released, the team was probably more focused on just fixing all of the bugs before releasing new features, outfits, and especially new game plus to the game, which I do think will eventually drop. I do think that Frontiers of Pandora will eventually get new game plus, but as I said, this game has quite a lot of bugs, so that is probably their priority right now. But yeah, like I said, the fact that he says the team has a lot planned in future content updates does make me excited. I mean, I've theorized before that I can see this game getting a massive update before the release of the 3rd Avatar movie to potentially tie in some quests or some things to this game to the 3rd Avatar movie. I mean, I can even see towards the end of next year or the middle end of next year, there being some massive update that adds 1 or 2 quests, a free update, and the story of those quests could kind of tie into or hint at to where the 3rd Avatar movie could begin. That would be something pretty awesome. I would be surprised if this game does get a 3rd-person mode. I mean, most people did want this game to be a 3rd-person action-adventure instead of being a 1st-person game. So if Ubisoft does manage to pull it off where you can essentially swap from 1st to 3rd-person, much like Fallout and Skyrim, I know this game will sell a lot more. But of course, that does require a lot of reworking of the mechanics, and I don't really see that a possibility, but New Game Plus definitely see that happening down the line. But what updates would you like to see for Frontiers of Pandora? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.